We're number one.
Jimmy, you just being a cheap ass. You know, I'm like, damn.
You heard it here first. Joe Rogan listens to our podcast.
Right, we're the best. You know, they say people that cuss are more honest. So I'm an honest motherfucker. Put the fish away, Reggie.
It don't even hurt to give birth anymore.
Not for me.
Nothing to it.
Okay.
Let's do it. Come on. I'm ready. I want to do it.
I wear a thong. I got one on right now. You want to see?
Jimmy and Geek. Madhouse Bar Talks, baby.
That is a bunch of shit, if you ask me. That ain't make no sense.
Morning. Jimmy here. Guido here. Clambake's here. You excited? You coming to get clams?
What time is it?
1 o'clock during the Browns game.
Probably.
That's like probably one of our biggest events we do here is the Clambake. Mostly because Joe's amazing most of the time. The way he puts it on. He does it right, man. Joe knows how to put on a Clambake. You know that. Them clams are so good. They're big clams, you know. And then Amanda said, last year, the big up was instead of using our unsalted butter that we keep here, you know, she said, I bought the whipped salted butter to melt down. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I stopped to go grab some salted butter, you know. And she said, I wonder how much it is. It's, you know, it was like $24 last year. And I'm like, okay. I mean, butter hasn't gone up really, you know. I get there. $32 for the tub of butter. A tub of butter. $32.
Crazy.
For a tub of butter and some salt.
Yeah,
whipped
salt.
up real nice.
Salt. That's what it caused.
That's what caused it was the salt.
Yeah.
That's what made it happen. I couldn't believe it. Unbelievable. Yeah. She told me, she's like, I wonder how much. And then, you know, they keep saying, oh, groceries are up 20%. What are they talking about last week? They keep saying that. It's like, dude, they're way higher than that. Way higher.
Yeah.
It's astronomical. Groceries are like next level, and they keep saying 24% or 20. It's like bullshit, dude.
Yeah, I seen that.
Everything I see is like 40, 50% higher. Everything. And I mean, I buy food every week. That food bill is 60% higher probably with the items we buy. I don't know. So how'd your week go?
Not too good.
Why is that?
Just got hurt at work a little bit.
Whose fault? Your fault?
Absolutely.
What'd you do?
I was on a skidster. Was flying across the parking lot, hit a crack, and then stopped it. Fucked my ribs up.
Really? Like what, the seatbelt dig into you or something?
Didn't have a seatbelt on.
That is your fault.
That's what I said.
Yeah, that seatbelt would have made all the difference in the world, huh?
Probably. Yeah.
So how does that work then? Do you get in trouble for not wearing your seatbelt while you're at work? I mean, you kind of should, right?
Trouble? Well, I'm a grown ass man. What are they going to do to me?
I'd write you up. I don't know. There's safety issues and safety concerns at every company.
Yeah.
And when we have an unsafe person like yourself working, we have to.
See, here's what it is. You're getting it wrong.
No. You said it, not me. I'm just going by what you said. I don't even know what to do.
If a person's working, doing something, something's going to happen eventually. If you just sit there, ain't nothing going to happen. So I could just sit there.
If he's doing it unsafely, sure.
Well, you ain't made a claim of workman's comp in your whole damn life. What the hell? It's going to happen sometime.
They don't write you up for that? I think you should get written up.
Well, go tell them that. I don't know. What the fuck?
Mac, you should write him up for not wearing a seatbelt while running a skidster. Where were you at? In the lot there?
Mm-hmm. The cracks are big.
Why don't they pour some concrete in the crack?
Well, it's not that. It's just, I don't know. Can't explain it. You have to see it.
It's just a seatbelt thing, really.
No, I should have had it. It's a brush. It's a box. and it's got a brush on the end of it.
Oh, you're cleaning it, sweeping it?
Yeah, sweeping the parking lot. And then the brush is here and it's set down a little bit, and then the bucket, it spins it into the bucket. So the bucket was too low and it kind of cracked. But I was at full speed. He's a boot.
So you were working doubly unsafe. You were going full speed with no seatbelt.
No, it's not unsafe to drive it fast.
No? It is if there's a cracks around and you don't have a seatbelt on.
You got the bucket too low. There's a combination there. Yeah, anyways, it happened.
So it sweeps it up and puts it in the bucket, and then you just go dump the bucket.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet. Yeah, that's pretty nice.
And then that was it.
That was it, huh?
I had 2 days off.
Punishment?
No.
No, it wasn't punishment?
Coup by ribs.
Oh, man, that place, I want a job there. They let you do whatever you want there.
What the hell are you talking about?
I mean, you're the one working on safe.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it was your words, and I just went by what you
I
told
went
me.
and worked unsafe. No, if something happened, it happened. You don't expect all that.
Seatbelt's a law in Ohio, bud.
Not in a fucking skidster.
It should be. It might be in the OSHA laws. It could be. I would bet money it is, actually.
I don't care either way. It happened.
Yeah. Safety.
Mm-hmm.
See, they have things that are unsafe. My question is, when you had like the no seatbelt and all that, did you have a high vis shirt on?
Mm-hmm. I did.
Safety glasses.
No, I didn't have safety glasses.
Personal PPE. Yeah, hard hat. PPE.
No, I didn't have that either.
Well, you don't need a hard hat in a skid steer. Why would you? You're like enclosed, right?
Yeah, I should have had it on though. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, you're enclosed. Why would you? I don't know. That wouldn't make sense to me. I don't know.
And then you know how antsy I am. I can't sit at home. I'm like trying to do something, and I'm like, what am I gonna do? I just buffed out my truck. Like, what the hell? Sitting out there.
That didn't hurt your ribs, like trying to buff out a
I had
truck?
to go to the hospital and no, like standing straight up, I feel fine.
Oh, really?
Sitting down, I feel fine. But if I move a certain way, it just take your breath away.
Oh, yeah. When my ribs were messed up, I couldn't. Like laying down was horrible.
That's bad. Going to sleep, you got to find that spot, and then you're fucking.
I was squeezing a pillow into my side. That's how I had to do it when I
turned on my left. It's horrible. I turned on my right. I was all right. Then yesterday I took some NyQuil so I could sleep better.
Do you feel groggy this morning?
I feel tired.
Yeah, I hate that's what NyQuil does to you. Amanda did that
but I couldn't sleep
a couple days ago, and she like maybe 3 days ago she tried it. She's like, I ain't never doing that again. That's horrible.
Yeah.
She woke up and she's like, I feel as tired as I was last night now,
But I need a good night's sleep. But anyways, what else going on?
But is that a good night's sleep? Because isn't that like drinking alcohol? Like you get that, like, what do they call it? REM sleep or whatever? You don't get the REM sleep?
I don't know, but I slept good. I didn't get up in the middle of the night.
Yeah, well.
Usually I get up in the middle of the night.
Sleeping good. Now, does that mean if you're tired in the morning or just if you slept through the night?
I don't know. My body feels better.
Well, then you're good. That's all that matters. Your body got the rest it needed.
Yeah, I guess.
Did you see the FEMA? They were asking that lady at the White House. Did you see that yet?
Mm-mm.
So they're asking this lady at what is she, the press secretary or whatever, that the black lady that comes out all the time. She's got the worst job in the world.
Oh my God, yeah.
She's gotta hate life, but she's hanging in there. I gotta give her credit. She's hanging in there.
Remember that other one kind of threw her hands up and quit or something?
Oh yeah, she's like being a broadcaster for the Browns. You know what I mean?
Oh shit.
Oh, that's too much. Anyways, I got this recording of her that I wanted to show, because she, the whole thing with this FEMA thing that's going on. Well, it's aggravating because if you remember Katrina, how they went after Bush, like he didn't go in there and help fast enough. Remember, they kept saying that, and it's like they're not doing anything for these people, and it's I mean, almost as bad. It's not as bad, but it's pretty damn close. And it's a larger area by far. And in fact, they're stopping shipments from going through.
I've seen it. It's weird.
Yeah, they're like, I don't understand it. I don't get it.
Well, they're saying that there's some kind of quartz in the ground that they're trying to pretty much muscle over or something.
I don't know. This is something different. I don't know what that is. What you're talking
They're
about.
saying that that's what like them cars need or something where they make the batteries out of the quartz that's in the ground or whatever. I don't know.
Oh, really? That's what they're saying?
Yeah, like they're
Trying to protect it or
trying to get rid of the people so they could get the land.
oh, so they can mine it?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah. You didn't hear that?
No, I didn't hear that. No. That's freaking crazy. That's nuts. So we can have more batteries.
Yeah.
They said Elon Musk was having trouble like because he wants to bring in Starlink communication. He's like, I got it. We could do this right now. But the government's stopping him from doing it, they said. Then they're saying FEMA doesn't have enough money to handle one more. Like if there's another hurricane, FEMA is out of money. There's no money. It's like we send money to Ukraine, all these illegals.
We ain't got no money.
We ain't got no money.
Right.
So then a reporter asked her, and I got the clip right here. I'll go ahead and just play it right now. I'll just go ahead and play it right here so you can hear it yourself.
It's just categorically false. No, Biden did not take FEMA relief money to use on migrants. So FEMA regional administrators have been meeting with city officials on site to coordinate available federal support from FEMA and other federal agencies. Funding is also available through FEMA's emergency food and shelter program to eligible local governments and non-for-profit organizations upon request to support humanitarian relief for migrants.
So what you just heard there was in the beginning was heard like yesterday, I think. Said FEMA was never used for support. And then the other clip is 2022, like while she's plotting it out, the whole thing, like how they're going to get FEMA money to help migrants get food and shelter.
Huh.
But now they're saying there's no FEMA money. Like they're saying there's money now, but they're saying like they could not handle one more. Like if there was another disaster right now, we'd be done. They don't have the money for it.
Well, they ain't doing nothing there with it, so what's the difference?
I don't know. Well, yeah, I don't understand. And the thing is how hardcore they went after Bush about what he did there. Like Bush, I mean, that was nasty what he had to go in. And it never dissipated. Here it's dissipated. It's muck and mud now, but it dissipated. There, because it was the levee breach, it didn't dissipate. It was like there was floods in there for like, what, a month? Something like that in Louisiana? I can't remember.
What was that?
There was like floods in there for like a month, right? How long did that flood water stay? Because they had to repair the levee. Yeah, because the levee had broken and you're below sea level, which is still stupid. Like, why did people even build back there? Just go somewhere else above sea level. Why live below sea level? There's no reason for that. Have you ever been there? Below sea level? No.
I'm talking about Louisiana.
No.
That's why. You don't understand it.
I did watch a documentary on it. Not a documentary. I don't know what it is. It's like this guy that does tours all over the place. Like he'll drive through different places with a local, you know what I mean? And this guy was going through and he's with the local and he's like, he's going through there and they're talking to the locals there, like knocking out, like this guy's going to friends' houses and stuff and they're all talking. And they said the one thing about Louisiana is that it's always changing. It is never, like, it's like the Louisiana of the 50s is not the Louisiana of the 60s, and it's definitely not the Louisiana of the 80s, which is definitely not the Louisiana today. Because everybody loves it, and they move in, and they change. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it brings like...
Well, you're talking New Orleans. You ain't talking Louisiana. There's two different things.
No, this is Louisiana. It wasn't New Orleans at all. I don't even think it was New Orleans at all. No, this was just, I forget I wish I could say which city it actually was. I can't remember.
When I go there, I go to like outskirts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you weren't there in the 50s. You don't know. You know what I'm saying?
That ain't what I'm saying. I'm saying like,
Like
I don't know.
he said, it's slowly changing right now. He said like in his area right now, it's like 50% of his area right now is either new people or young people. But the young people, he said, are second generation or third generation or fourth generation. So they kind of carry the same traditions. But he said that's the thing about Louisiana. He said the guy had been there his whole life. He was born in that house that he was living in and took it over from his parents. And he said he's seen it just changes. It's never the same. Which is, I thought was kind of weird. You know what I mean?
Well, I've been to, I'd say about 5 different cities where I was at different 5 cities, staying at 5 different cities. And every one of them was different. The one was it was called New Roads. That was like an old style, you know what I'm saying? A small country. That was cool. Then I stayed in Kenner. Kenner's it's right on the outside of New Orleans. That's
like a suburb of New Orleans.
Yeah, it's kind of mellow over there. It's not crazy or nothing. Then you go to New Orleans, and that's where it's all wild. Wherever you go everywhere.
Yeah, New Orleans is like that's the like where Mardi Gras and all that is, right? So that's probably stays pretty unique, pretty much the same, I would imagine, right?
Yeah, they try to keep it like
traditional or whatever it is. Yeah, that would make sense to
French
me.
Quarters and stuff.
But I was listening to, I want to say what was it? It was Tucker Carlson, and he was saying it was disgusting that they were talking about diversity. He was talking about like diversity in a community because I want to say, was it Tim Walz might have said diversity is a great thing and we welcome it, having diversity in a community. And he was saying that, Tucker Carlson's going, diversity in a community. He goes, we want to be in a community where we're all this, similar. We want to get along and we want to do this. And, we have the same culture and we have the same, blah, blah, blah. He's like, that's better. Like everybody getting along. And it's like, I'm listening to him and Tucker Carlson, I agree with on a lot of things. You know what I mean? He's a little extreme right wing for me, but I agree with him a lot of things. But I started thinking about Lorraine, because we grew up, we're a diverse community. All us white kids knew all about pastelillos and rice and beans, and you know what I mean? Like we have like our and tortillas, like homemade tortillas and stuff like. And I mean, I ate black food, Hispanic food in black houses as black families and Hispanic family. Like I've eaten like that, and I kind of agree on a diversity thing. I think diversity is great for everybody. It's even like my street, what my wife likes, right. The lady down the street that makes Diwali and stuff like that, we don't know how to make or know nothing about. With Diwali's like that grape leaf. It's like Amanda loves it. It's good. I like it too, but it's got like rice and meat and stuff. It's wrapped up in a grape leaf basically. And
yeah, I like other cultures. I love the foods.
Yeah, I gotta go against Tucker Carlson on that. Diversity is amazing. I still want to know what's in them though.
Hey, a good cat soup might be good, but I don't think I want any.
Well, I mean, I understand to what he's trying to talk about is like when you come into a city like Springfield and kind of like take it over with Haitian culture or something, and I get what he's saying to some degree, but Springfield was a dying community with no work, no nothing. You know what I mean? It was like,
I don't know nothing about Springfield.
Yeah, that's part of the big thing was like there was no work and people were starting to move out. It was kind of becoming like, a smaller Lorraine, basically like
Detroit.
And then all of a sudden they come in with the new factory and there's no workers, and Haitian migrants come in and start filling those positions. You know what I mean? Which I'm not saying that that's the best scenario. I feel like if they were paying a decent wage, that they wouldn't have to, bring in Haitian migrants to work it. You know what I mean? They're probably paying like the same thing I pay cooks here in the restaurant at a factory, and then they go, oh, well, we can't find workers. We got to get Haitians. It's like, well, people, you can't live for $15 an hour unless you do like the Haitians, or even I know like the illegal Mexicans and stuff do it too. 5, 6 families in a house or something, you know, all paying. You know, you can't expect Americans shouldn't have to do that. 5, 6 families in a house. That's crazy. You know what I mean? But I get what his point is. I mean, I understand it but people shouldn't have to have their community taken over, basically. Right. I get that to some degree, but I mean, if Hispanics didn't come here when the mill and Ford plants needed them, we wouldn't have had the heavy influx in Lorain of Hispanic people that I grew up with. Right. Because I'm sure, like, not my mom's generation, but like probably my grandma's generation probably didn't have that. You know what I mean? That was all kind of new to them, probably, when they got here, I would imagine. Anyways, I'm going against Tucker Carlson on this. Diversity is a wonderful thing.
Yeah, but to be overwhelmed with people.
Overwhelmed is a whole different. That's a whole nother thing. That's that's like overwhelmed. And he talked about that too, like where your emergency rooms, you can't get help. You know.
And that's another thing I want to talk about, but go ahead.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Man, these hospitals are horrible. When I went to the hospital, I sat there probably 45 minutes. Then they send me, well, probably longer than that, about an hour.
Was there a lot of people there?
No. I met some nice people, though. So they send me, back, and then they just check your vitals, and then it's like a damn movie. They pop up a doctor on the screen and shit, talk to them for a second, and then they throw you back in the lobby. You wait there another hour and a half.
Wait. What?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Your doctor didn't see you in person?
Not at first, no.
He seen you on a screen?
There's a lady, pops up on a screen, and she asks you a couple questions, and then and it was stupid. You could just write it down on the paper with the guy that's put it in the computer.
Yeah, you always have to fill out your paperwork. You do that in the lobby, and then it goes to the doctor. No, I assume they review it.
Right. So you do that in the lobby. You give it to them. Then they come call you out like an hour and a half later. Take you in the back. They ask you the questions. Check your vitals. Then they pull this little cart in front of you with a monitor on it, and then a doctor pops up. Then she asks you a couple questions. That's over with. Then you go, they put you back in the lobby. Here, wait another hour. Go back in the lobby, wait another hour. Then they go, pull you to the back again. Now you get a doctor to check you.
Was it the same one that was on the screen?
No.
It wasn't the same one on the screen.
No. So then after the doctor checked.
Was it a real doctor or was it AI?
No, it was a real doctor.
On the screen, it wasn't AI?
No, it was a real doctor. So then they put you back out in the lobby. This is after everything, so another hour or so. So then they take you.
So you went back to the room how many times?
1, 2, 3. 3
Jesus.
times.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's stupid.
That's weird.
So then go see the doctor, and then I go. They X-rayed my ribs, but they couldn't see a break. But they said one of the ribs was low. I was like, So she says, well, we could do an MRI and this and that. And I'm like, okay, I done been here for almost 3.5 hours, 4 hours. I said, well, what's the treatment if you do see a break? And then she said, well, pretty much the same as we're offering you now, just like eradicating patches and stuff. I said, what's the same thing, same treatment, but I'm going to sit here another 4 hours to give me the same treatment? I said, nah, I'm good. I don't need that. I was like, just let me go.
You didn't want to feel confirmed that it was broken?
No. Like, what do I care? I'm like, she's like, she said, I can't see a break, but there's probably a break, but I have to look at an MRI. So I go, okay, what's the treatment if it's broke, or what's the treatment if it's, the way it is now? Oh, the same thing. I said, yeah. I said, I'm not sitting here another 4 hours.
So when you went back 3 times to the room, was it the same room?
No.
They took you to different. So they had to clean in between each room, right? Because they clean those.
So
don't they have like wax paper and stuff on it? They got to change that out, right? If you sat on it.
I don't know. And then he's got to go to the hospital. Like, I got problems with my ribs. So then they put me in this room with all these people hacking. And I'm like, what the fuck?
So I was like, you got COVID?
Yeah, probably. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, everybody's in there hacking horrible, and I'm like, oh my god, I was better off just staying in the parking lot. It was
Yeah.
horrible. And then, but I met some nice people in there.
Yeah. Were they coughing on you?
No, they had broken stuff too.
They had broken. So you guys had like a little broken bones community.
Them other people.
How did they break
we was
theirs?
being prejudiced. We was like, they're hacking over there. It was bad. I was like, oh my God, why are we in the same room? This one girl looked like she was dying. I was like, she could cut in front of me. She looked horrible. It was bad.
So it took so long because you were letting them cut in front of you?
No, ain't nobody cutting in front of me.
Oh.
But no, I was like, man, there was just hacking and hacking. I was like, this is great.
So you see a virtual doctor, and you don't know where she was or anything, right?
No, she could have been in California. Who knows?
Yeah, that's wild. And then the actual doctor that came in, was it an American doctor?
Yeah.
That's rare. I don't see that very often.
And it was a woman. She was tall. She was real tall.
Was she pretty?
I don't know. She had a mask on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's because all the people hacking and coughing.
Yeah. I was like, huh. I was like, wow.
Did all the workers in the hospital have masks on?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think they were doing that anymore.
I guess if you were close to somebody, you would.
Yeah, I hadn't been seeing any of that.
Look at here.
Yeah, look at that. The star of the show just walks in. Look at this.
You sit right here.
The star of the show. Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Listening to your conversation this morning. Good.
You were listening in?
Yeah. Seeing Elon Musk.
He said he could have gotten more, but they weren't letting him come in, I guess. What they said it was.
That kind of reminds me of Terminator.
You got to pull the microphone and grab your headphones. You got to pull the microphone up so we can hear you. And
Jeez,
your headphones.
This is really something now, huh?
Yeah, it's different than the last year when you were in here. Yeah, we did it a lot different now.
I think you guys should go on the road.
We've talked about it, actually.
About it? I was thinking of talking to Carlene. You know, Carlene and Rich, my niece and nephew, bought that bar out in Geneva, New York. Or Geneva, Ohio. Geneva, Ohio.
Where's the cord for what? It's not plugged in? Yeah, you can. Why? It's not plugged in? It's got to be down there. It's got to be down there. Unless it just got tripped on or something.
I think that's what you should do. I think you should go on the guys out on the road.
Yeah, that would be cool. We've talked about making a trailer up, you know, where we can take the podcast on the road, like just pull up and have the whole trailer like just be our show.
Yeah, I got an 18-foot trailer, brand new, you could use.
Well, yeah, I mean, I want to set it up so it's always that way, so I don't even mess with it. I just
pull it, and
lock it up, and roll. Yeah. All right, you're on there. You got your microphone.
Yeah, it's a little loud. How do I turn this down?
I can turn you down over here.
Okay.
There you go.
Got all the controls.
Yeah, I got all the controls. They're all.
He's got
over here.
issues.
I'm a control freak. What do you want from me? So yeah, we've thought about it. It's something we definitely want to do. That's on our agenda of things we want to do is be able to go on the road. We've been invited to go to Browns events for the actual Browns. Like we actually got to go. We were invited to a practice facility game once. But we need to have a setup where we can go on the road, nice and simple. Because it's too much. It's just too much for us to mess around with the equipment, tearing it down. You see what we got going on in here now. You can't tear this down and just take it with you. You know what I mean?
No, you should. You should go on the road.
I think it would be cool.
Put a thing together, a trailer, and
yeah, we want to. It's in the works. We've talked about it. Keith's got a trailer he wants to convert. He wants to have the side open up so that it's like a long, a long view. You drop the side and have it be the stage in front and just have it all set up as a studio right there.
that'd be perfect.
Yeah. And that would be the goal. So you ready? You got everything ready?
Got everything ready.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Ready.
It's $30-something a tub.
Get out and vote. I'm going to pull a Guido here. No, it's getting out of
everything's
crazy. Isn't it? You're going to have to work 3 jobs.
Yeah, for sure. You're going to have to work.
No,
I'm working 2 now, so.
Yeah. Where do you work?
Every day.
Every day.
Pull that mic about a fist away. Everybody's going to have trouble hearing you.
Are you here?
Yeah, that'll work. That'll be way better.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you got all the clams. Did you get anything special this year?
No, we got shrimp.
You did? Yeah. You always got something.
Yeah.
I know you always got something in your.
I got 20 pounds of shrimp. We're going to.
What are we going to do? How are we going to cook it?
I was thinking of doing it in a steamer, or we could do it in the kitchen.
Well, however you want. We got skewer sticks down there too if you wanted.
You know, yeah, we could do that.
We could put them on a grill. However you want. They're big golf shrimp. Or. Okay. I'm just curious. You got something special and always something there.
We got any of that snow crab?
Probably. There's a possibility.
Yeah.
Why, you want to put crab legs out there too?
That's it. Everybody's knocking down the door now. We're going to Mad.
Yeah, right?
They got the crabs. See, you could say you got the crabs at Mad.
We'll just say seafood.
Seafood.
Yeah, we'll just say seafood.
Yeah, right.
We're not going to say we got the crabs.
We ain't got the crabs, though.
No, that's
just seafood. We
talked about it last year, but how do you get all the grit out of yours? How do you do it? So, I mean,
just buy good clams.
You just buy good clams?
Yeah, you can buy northern clams from Maine. These are from Maine. Or you can buy southern clams from Virginia. Maine clams, northern clams or Rhode Island, they just seem a lot better.
They're bigger than any other clams I ever see. They're a lot bigger. Wow.
A big one.
Yeah, that is a big one. Wow. And you put that on? Or
no, I just went and kind of hung out with them.
Oh, okay. You supplied the clams and stuff like that?
It's going to be a fun day. I think we're going to have a lot of people.
Really? I'm being told we might have some audio issues again. I hate this, and it does it. I don't know. I need an engineer. You know any engineers?
No.
No? I need an engineer bad. Like somebody, not an engineer, but like, I don't know, somebody who knows how to get the technical stuff out.
I was listening to you coming here. You were perfect. A couple of times when Guido talked,
that's just the way I talk.
No, it was. You could tell there was an issue a little bit.
That's what she just said. Like it has. She said it sounds like Darth Vader. That's what she was just saying. Yeah. It comes out. But the thing that's weird is it's all showing up good on here. You know what I mean? I don't know what. Although your audio volume looks low on yours, Guido, for some reason.
Well, I'm not in the control booth.
Well, I don't know what would cause that. So annoying. There, we just plugged you back in. Maybe that helps. I don't know.
How's that sound? Better?
It's actually your audio volume just went up, so maybe it did fix it. I don't know.
Put you on reset.
Yeah. He's like, he don't care what I want to say. He turns me off. Has a conversation with himself.
He was telling us a story. I hope everybody got it. I hope
that's
everybody
true.
got
That's
it.
true. I went, when I had my ankle, remember I messed it up.
Same thing?
Ago, same thing.
Horrible.
They put you in a room and the video thing comes on, like the TV, and the doctor's at home talking to you because you can see like she was like in the kitchen or something. Joe, what'd you do to your foot? I twisted it. Yeah, just like crazy. And then they go over everything with you, and it was like Star Wars. She signed off, and then the guy in the room asked me some questions. He said, "Then a doctor will see you." And then you get to see somebody physically, right?
Right.
And the lady was like, I don't see a break. She was looking at everything. It's just a different world today.
Yeah. They take you, when we was younger, they used to just take you back there, deal with you, and then send you home.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's, you got to go see this person. Then after that one, you got to see this person. And after that one, you got to see this person.
Because they all got to get to bill you.
Right.
They all need to bill you.
And that was the whole thing about them saying, we could give you an MRI. And I was like, well, what's the difference in the treatment?
You're right, Jim.
They was like, it's the same thing. And I was like, well,
they pass you around, everybody gets the charge.
Right.
How many gets a bill? How many?
It's like you went to a Diddy party.
I'm too old for a party.
You're too old for a Diddy party.
I'm 66. But I was listening to you guys talk about, things are changing. Neighborhoods are changing. It'd be a different world.
Yeah.
And
well, we're a different world than it was in the 20s here. I mean, it's of course it's going to be a different world. That's the only thing that stays the same is that everything changes. I mean, that's just how it is.
Yeah, but
and that's okay, but you got to make changes to the right direction. I mean, this godless sexual fluidity or whatever you want to call it is just too much. It's got to go.
I don't know, but at my age, I'm ready to go live on an island.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Epstein?
You're falling right into this new community.
Epstein.
Watch what you comment on.
Yeah, everything is that way. Yeah, I don't understand what the...
Can't say Merry Christmas. At Christmas time, I'll go to say Merry Christmas, and I'll think to myself, am I allowed to say that? And I think, what's this about? What kind of life is it?
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's what they want. They want, God out of everything. That's what their plan is.
Yeah, but you know how it goes. Nobody wants to talk about it till they're ready to leave the earth, and all of a sudden it's, God, please save me. You ever notice that? Like the guy, hanging off the cliff.
I was asking. I was asking him about whether or not if he's seen more people active as they got older. That was what I was asking him. And he said that he's actually sees it more in young people, believe it or not. So maybe that doesn't stand with what you're saying, because I thought the same as you.
More active,
people looking to God and looking to get involved in the church and stuff. He says he sees it more through young people than he does through older people. That's what he says. And I mean, he runs 5 churches. He sees it in at 20 to 30, they're curious. They want to know. He says he sees it more right now. He says that's where he sees more of it right now. It's hard to believe, right?
Yeah, I'd have to go to his church.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought that.
Today you'll have to give me the address. I'll have to go and see
church. Well, that's Marlon and Troy, who are both pastors. Troy kind of runs everything, right? Isn't he the head guy there, I think? And I know Marlon is a pastor. I went to school at Clearview with both of them.
It's something. Do you believe or don't you believe? My father-in-law worked at Alcoa, and him and 4 other guys were standing around talking about the Lord, dying, going to heaven. This one guy, George, came up and said, "Hey, Marty," that's my father-in-law. I don't believe. So my father-in-law, this is how he was. He goes, "George, you better be right." So George walked away and thought about it and came back. He looked at my father-in-law. He goes, "Marty, what do you mean I better be right?" "You better be right." So he walked away again and came back and stopped us. "What do you mean I better be right?" About believing in God, he goes, "You better be right, George. You're going to be dead for a long time, forever." I thought about it. I started going to church.
That'd be the smart move.
Well, I don't know. We had a miracle in our family. My son Brendan, you met Brendan.
Yeah.
He had open heart surgery at 4 months. He used to wear these hearing aids. hearing might come back, might not from the surgery and everything, medicine. So one day my wife took him to the doctor. The girl had him in a box, and she would send sounds to him. She looked at my wife one day. Can't explain it. Your son can hear it. You don't have to explain it. For something like this, it changes your life. It changed my life.
Well, that's awesome.
When the doctor looks at you and goes, your son's very, very, very sick. We're going to be good in the long run. We're going to be good in the long run. Short run's going to be very rough. You need to go to you need to go to Rainbows right now. I was like, I didn't even have a cell phone. How am I going to get there? I don't know where it's at downtown. Drew me a map. Take your time. I'll meet you there. He was right. It was rough in the short run, but the long run, everything was great. Until you go through something like that. Then nothing mattered. I left the business. I told my brother Chris, I said, "You run the business. I'm leaving. I'm going with my wife and my son." And
yeah, when it comes to health,
when it comes to family, family and good friends, do whatever you got to do. It's just we all do it when it's immediate attention.
yes,
We should do it every day. See, I think, you guys were talking about America. I think America was a lot more kinder place. It was maybe because it was simple. I don't know.
There's places in America that are still simple. It's out there. You just got to get there.
I mean, everybody looked out for each other. One time I was hopping a train because we live by the tracks on the side.
Mm-hmm.
And Mr. Strickler came over, knocked on the front door, and went downstairs. And go, "How you doing, Mr. Strickler?" "Joe, is your mom home?" I didn't think none of it. I go, "Okay." I ran upstairs. I go, "Mom, Mr. Strickler's here." She was like, "Tell Dave I'll be right there." So she came. She walked down the banister. She said, "Dave, how you doing?" He said, "Betty, I'm watching Joey jump the train, hop in the train. He's gonna get killed." He cared about me. I don't know if people get involved like that. Just, I got caught on my mini bike. Police brought me home. I ran in the house, looked for my mom and dad. I came back. Came down to the two policemen. I said, "My mom and dad aren't here, but Mrs. Gunther's next door. She's like a mom to me." "Okay, let's go over." They walked me over and hand me over to Mrs. Gunther with the ticket for my mini bike. And, some people today probably knock on the door. "I'm not taking them in."
Right. No, we talked about that before. How the neighbors were just.
Yeah. Like your neighbor was like, was like your
extension
mom
of your family.
Extension of your family. They could even hit you.
Right. That's what we talked about that.
They could whack you on it.
And you'd get your ass whooped.
Twice when you...
Yeah, you get home, and because you had to get a whipping from the neighbor, you were getting your ass whooped. Yeah. Yeah, that's how it was back then.
Yeah. I know I got off subject, but...
No,
that's all right.
We
like knowing that you were delinquent. It made us all feel better.
It explains a lot, too.
I've come a long way. I think it's growing up in Lorraine. You guys like talking about Lorraine. I really do. I think it's... you grow up here. I used to go visit friends at college, at Ohio State, Bowling Green. Kids that they met at school, we would meet when we'd go visit. And they would say to me, "Well, I wish I grew up in Lorraine." I'd say, "Why? You guys are so close. You're so tight." And I'd say to the kids that they met, I'd say, "Well, didn't you grow up like that?" No. There's not that glue.
Yeah, I don't know if it exists today, though, in Lorraine.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
You think so? Mm-hmm. You think Lorraine's just got that lock? It's just always there?
Well, yeah. I think the kids are, I don't know.
I mean, when you're in there on your devices, that's what makes it tough. Being on the devices, it makes it tough.
There's no
interaction.
Yeah, there's no passing the note around, or
right.
Hey, the party's at Guido's house. His parents are gone.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
the
something
anti-social network.
Yeah, they're like this all the time. On the phone clicking, and I don't.
It's called social media, but it's not. You know what I mean?
It's here. It's not going away.
Right.
I mean, it's It's the way it is now. It's not going to happen without it. It's not going to go away. And I know that if I was 12, I know what I'd have been doing. I'd have been on that device too. I'd have been, you know what I mean? I'm on it now. I mean, I know I would have been on it then.
I mean, I would have been texting Mrs. Gunther.
Yeah.
The cops are here. Come over with them. I mean,
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or they would have just texted your
Your
mom
mom, yeah.
wherever she was.
Yeah, she come flying up in the driveway, whoop that ass.
Betty, Joey's here. The cop.
Yeah.
He towed my mini bike. Wow, I was kind of proud of that. Mini bike get towed away. But remember Frank's towing it was on the east side?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Frank's towing.
And then what was Fritz?
You were proud of it? That's weird.
Yeah, I was like, at 12 years old, I was like, that's cool. My mini bike's getting towed,
That's kind of
Did you ever
weird.
get it back?
Yeah, my dad.
I'd have been annoyed. I wouldn't have been proud. That's odd. That's an odd response.
My dad drove concrete truck for consumers. I told Dad. After work, he went over there and
Moves them over.
he knew some people.
Right.
So he got my mini bike back. So hopped on my mini bike and boom, there I went. But it was, but I mean, I wasn't hurting nobody.
Right.
No, they have that going on though, like in Elyria, real bad right now. Elyria has like some mini bikes that are always going down Middle Avenue and stuff. And I'm kind of like you, like they're not really hurting any, but Middle Avenue is probably not the right place for it. Like you need to be somewhere else. Middle Avenue is a little probably too congested for mini bikes and carrying on. But I'm like you, I kind of feel like they let them play. It's better for them. I mean, or if the kids are out smoking dope, drinking, video games? I mean, mini bikes are probably better than all those. You know what I mean? In my opinion.
Tree. Get clotheslined by something.
We all hit trees. I mean, unless you like. I mean, we've had people die when we were kids. You know what I mean? A couple people.
Used to tie the governor. So it would go faster, and it would open up. Had an LT or a mini bike from. I got the hand-me-down, so I grew up with older guys. So when they went to a motorcycle, I got their
mini bike.
I always got the hand-me-down.
When I was a
But
kid
it was
at
already
home
souped
with
up
it.
by the time you got it.
Yeah, it was ready to go. Ready. But I had the. I really do. I mean, people listening out there, I had the best time growing up on the east side of Lorraine.
Yeah, I liked the east side when I lived there. Homewood, though, when I was a kid, Homewood was like that's where my grandma lived. I spent a lot of time there, most of my time there, really. But that was mini bike haven. Everybody had a 50. Everybody. I mean, but we had the Honda humps and all that back there behind us and stuff. And I mean, everybody had a mini bike. It was awesome. But
then I got a snowmobile. That was even more fun. Wintertime. Those things are fun. So
it's a waste of money, though, here.
Not then. But then, we used to have bad winters then.
Yeah.
So I remember the winter of 78, And we were all sitting one night smoking cigarettes. Had our helmets off with our girlfriend. Police officer in Sheffield Lake came down the road, slid and looked at us, and turned around, hit the flashers, and we boom. I could see the flashers going off of my suit. I told Kim, a girl I was dating, I go, Kim, how close is he? He's right behind us.
Good times.
Good times, Good times.
I got a friend that he lives in Hudson, I believe, and they had they were out at Boston Mills. They went out there in the middle of the night and were riding, and the Bearcats were after him, chasing him, and they frickin' were trying to outrun him, and he ended up hitting a tree and like messed it. Like my buddy that actually was riding his friend that was on the bike that broke his leg. His parents had money, so they sued his dad or whatever. But I mean, I didn't just break his leg, but he had to pay him some money for it or whatever. But yeah, the police got him though, or the Bearcat Patrol or whatever it is. They come after him. Yeah, they were on the run, like taking off. It was pretty wild when he was a kid. We didn't have nothing like that, that's for sure. That'd have been awesome. Boston Mills. And we didn't have side-by-sides and all those good things they have now, too, either. Would have been a good time to grow up.
You have fun. Look, you guys still have fun. What you do here?
It's no riding a side by side. Come on.
He's all right. Yeah, that's fun. What the hell?
There's no comparison
I'm
if you
trying to
ask
plug
me.
you guys.
Yeah. That didn't work.
Get him out of here.
Yeah, that's not the same. That's definitely not the same. My mom's on her way up in a little bit. She's going to help me shuck the corn. Yep, we got it. Yeah, they're good people for sure.
You know, and that's another thing. We got these good spots to go to get corn.
A lot of people don't even know about that around here. That's crazy.
How?
I don't know. I've asked people about it, and they're like, "Oh." I'm like, "Are you crazy?"
It's because they're focused on going to the
People are,
grocery store.
they're going their little route. They don't come out of it. That's
and
like,
it's cheap too. I mean, I paid for the corn on the cob is like $7 a dozen. I mean, that's cheap.
who the hell's that?
That's cutting the grass, getting us ready for the show today.
Oh,
That's going to be fun. I think.
They're making noise out there. The party's getting ready to get started.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to go down and start getting stuff ready.
All right.
Nice
Well,
thing.
thanks for coming and talking to us. Any telling us that you got to buy good clams always is the answer.
Secrets on
no,
Sundays.
we don't say nothing. We don't out anybody.
He asked me something. I forget what it was. I don't remember what it was. You asked me something about what, and I said I buy good ones. I forget what it was though. I can't remember. Was it the chicken?
Yeah, it was
He asked me about the chicken. He said,
everybody swears by that chicken.
He goes, "What's the secret?" I said, "Buy good chicken."
see what he learned from me.
That's going to be his business model from now on.
All right, fellas.
We
All
buy
right.
good beer.
I'll talk to you
Thanks
later.
for coming to see us, Joe.
Okay, we'll
See you
have
a little
fun
bit.
today. All right.
Yes,
Bye-bye.
sir.
All right, bye-bye.
That the thing was, we got to sit there and watch that with. Still, we're watching Deshaun Watson and not Baker Mayfield. He was talking crap on the Browns last week. He's talking mad shit about us. He's like, you guys suck, Cleveland. But I heard he was saying nice things about the fans, so I don't know. Hopefully it was.
You know what? The fans still love him.
In Cleveland? Absolutely. I'm seeing, like, when I'm looking on the recording, I am seeing a red thing there for some reason. I don't know where it's coming from.
I don't know, but that light's on.
Oh, mine? Man, it's just picky today.
Piggy?
Picky. I didn't say Piggy. Where's Piggy? Is she coming to the Clambake?
No, you could come on this side
Why?
and you get this light in your face and see how.
Yeah, then that would be a good idea. If I'm on that side, then I can sit over there and go, oh, there's a technical problem. That's Guido's problem.
That's
He's
right.
the one with
That's
the controls.
You're the one with all the controls. Control
He's the
freak.
only one doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the hell, dude. I literally didn't touch a thing, right? I touch absolutely nothing. The podcast came out perfect with Troy. You know what I mean? Shut everything down. Turn it back on. Everything should be exactly as it was. And then they say we sound like Darth Vader. Now you explain that one to me, because I don't get it.
Lack of sleep.
Lack of sleep, you think?
Yeah, you just sound like Darth Vader.
Oh, yeah, I don't know why that would. And I've heard it when it happens. It's unbearable to listen to. I mean, I don't hear it in our headphones, but I've heard our recordings of it. The one I didn't even put out because it was so bad. Thank you, Amanda. Amanda's telling me I have audio issues right now. I don't know what to do about it. I really don't. What am I supposed to do with it?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know if I'm wasting my time having this conversation. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know. Johnny's telling me that's got to be the right quotes. I guess we'll end the podcast because we're wasting our time. We're an hour on. We're I guess. And probably not even going to be able to post it because it's garbage, I guess, because it's all muffled and whatnot. So wonderful. So I guess we got to go shuck some corn and get ready for this Clambake. I'm got a lot of work ahead of me today, and then I got to go watch the Browns lose. So But at any rate, every time I move a lot, he's got all the amp. Johnny knows it. So, all right, let's get out of here. Later.